All right, bro. Peep game. 3/17, 2026. Right here, my sleep schedule is jacked all the way up, man. I'm up all night and I sleep all day pretty much. But check the stats on this right now. Right now, what I'm about to go over is how I called both of these targets of the days. Today's a perfect example of just calling the direction, calling the targets of the days super precisely to the downside, and then switching the play of the day and calling the targets to the upside all within one morning from 3 a.m. to approximately 7:30 a.m. And with that being said, I got the notes to show what's really going on, right? So let's walk through this. So right here, Tuesday 17th, this is 3 a.m. on MGC, which is just micro gold futures. Beautiful bearish forecast, equal lows to clear with wicks to fill to the downside, prominent H1 and M15 supply to take me to the target of the day, no equal lows to worry about. So equal highs to worry about is what that should have been right here in retrospect. But simply need an A+ slip play setup. That was what I was looking for today. These are the notes once again, but let's go ahead and check the stats and walk through exactly what I was seeing, and then we'll double back on what was put on paper. So let's check this out, man. M15 time frame is where I am at right now, where I always begin, and we'll just simply come back to, damn, hold on, I can't even see. No, this is 2 a.m. I arrived like 2:30 today, let's keep it real. This is 2:15, 2:30. This is 2:30, 2:45. We'll just begin at 3, bro. Baby, I'm sorry that check it keep calling. All right, now with this being said, this is what I wake up to, and this is what I was presented with this morning by the time I started putting down what was going on. So check the stats, man. Check this out. M15 time frame still remains the same. Now, let's go through what I was seeing today. Off top, I seen price created new prominent M15 supply off of what? Previous M15 supply. So I do want to see if this is even valid right here. I'm going to make sure there's no M3 or M5 equal highs within it. So I come M3 time frame, no equal highs within. Come M5 time frame, no equal highs within. Okay, cool. And then to the downside, I was looking to fill this wick here. That's first target of the day. Zoom out a little bit, man. Damn. First target of the day to the downside was this wick to be filled, and this was valid M15 supply here. So this was a possible entry. Boom, boom. Now keep in mind, just tying stuff together on the M15 time frame, we've broken prominent M15 demand here, and we've created new M15 supply off of previous supply, and there's a wick to be filled here, and no forms of demand on the way to this target of the day. Now I come to the M30 time frame, and I'm just gonna see what's popping over here. M30 time frame, I have prominent M30 supply over here. Boom. Now once again, we'll just check and make sure that's valid. Come to the M3, no equal highs within. I come to the M5 time frame, no equal highs within. Okay, cool. Making this true, clean, prominent M30 supply here. With that being said, same wick to be filled, and I even look at this. I like this second target as well. Bam, look at that wick to be filled, nice and clean. So we'll mark this as possible target of the day. Now with that being said, I come to the 1 hour time frame just to see what's popping over here. Why did it do it like that? This should be 3. Okay, this should be 3. Boom. Come to the 1 hour. This is what I was presented with. I seen price was coming off of previous H1 supply right here, right here. I got boom, H1 demand created is broken, creating H1 supply. And then price reacted off of this rejection candlestick, right? And then boom, big bearish volume off of that, and then wick to be filled here. So the target of the day is beautiful here. With that being said, I'm gonna verbally say everything I got going on, and then I'm gonna show you what was on this notes again. So, off top, I got permanent M15 supply in my favor. I got these wicks to be filled. I got M30. Hold on, was this even M30 supply? Nah, bro. I'm tripping. This was not M30 supply, if I'm being honest. This was not M30 supply. But I'm coming off previous H1 supply. So I got H1 supply in my favor. I got M15 supply in my favor. Wick to be filled to the downside. No equal highs to worry about. Let's see if I got any equal lows to clear. Check this out. If these ain't equal lows, then I don't know what is, man. And we got equal lows to break to the downside. It's looking beautiful. Come to the M5 time frame. See if I got equal lows here. No equal lows on the M5 time frame. Boom. Okay, cool. So let's see what I got going on. I got M15 supply in my favor. I'm coming off previous H1 supply. Equal lows to clear, wicks to fill to the downside. I mean, everything is looking beautiful, and there's no equal highs to worry about. That's me verbally saying it. Let's see what I had on the notes today. On the notes, we got beautiful bearish forecast, equal lows to clear with wicks to fill to the downside. Remember, I don't have M30, but I have prominent H1 and M15 supply to take me to the target of the day. No equal highs to worry about is what that should have been. And all that means is price doesn't like to respect these zones that have equal highs within. So I'm not trying to sell off of zones with equal highs, because that would mean price is going to probably break those, right? So let's just continue to watch price play out. Now, in the underlined in blue, I simply needed an A+ slip play setup. We'll just continue to look for that. Okay, so right here, price comes back, rejection candlestick again off of this zone of supply here. This is 3 to 315, and this is 315 to 330. So I came to the 30-minute time frame. At this point is when I've now created permanent M30 supply. Possible entry. We already checked the stats on that one and made sure it was valid. So at this point, all I'm looking for is a retracement up into here and show me that price wants to use these zones of supply in order to take me to fill this wick here. And as you can see, this is replay mode. So that's happening within a second. But within 15 minutes, price came all the way back up here and then decided to just melt into this target of the day precisely there, right? Now that didn't mean that price can't just use these zones of supply to slip into this second target of the day. So I continue. This is 330 to 345. Continue to watch price play out. This is, check this out. This is 3:45 to 4 a.m. 30-minute time frame. We delete the first target of the day. Everything's still looking clean to possibly fill this second target of the day. I come 1 hour time frame. I have new H1 supply created off of previous H1 supply. So everything was still looking good. Same wicks to be filled to the downside. And we could even possibly fill this one, right? Now, this obviously doesn't mean much right now because I have no types of setups to work with. But we'll just continue to watch price play out here. This is M15 time frame again. 5 to 515. Okay, now check this out. This is 515 to 530. At this point in time, price breaks this prominent M15 supply here. Now, I'm just an observer in this game. I'm not trying to force anything. My mindset is never forcing anything. I'm never trying to paint a picture for the candlesticks themselves. All I do is let them paint themselves and be the best reactor. What is price telling me? And adapt to it. Where is price showing me it wants to go? And then I adapt to it. Are there voids to fill to the upside with new forms of demand being created and supply being broken? Or are there voids to fill to the downside with zones of demand being broken and prominent zones of supply being created? Ooh, that's some sauce right there. If you know, you know. Now check this out. At this point, the play of the day switched for me. This is 5:15 to 5:30 here. Price breaks previous prominent M15 supply. Okay, cool. I have prominent M15 demand simultaneously created. So this is what I mark as a possible entry here. Boom. Don't need to worry about this. Now check this out. Wick to be filled here. I liked the way that this looked. And above this is a void to be filled with prominent M15 supply at the top of this void to be filled. Now keep in mind, this is just the M15 time frame I'm picking apart right now. Let's make sure this zone of demand is even valid. I come to the M3 time frame, no equal lows within. M5 time frame, no equal lows within, making this a valid zone of prominent M15 demand. I'm going to delete these targets of the days to the downside. You guys seen how that overall target of the day was smashed here, right? So to the downside, price is smashed. Now, price is pushing to the upside. This is 5:15 to 5:30. At this point, I do have prominent M30 demand in my favor as well. We just continue to watch price play out here. But on the M30 time frame, I do have this zone of supply at the top. So I'll move this target of the day a little bit down, right? All this is M30 supply. I can't go to the 1 hour because I have nothing there as of right now. I don't have a candlestick closure. Now this is 5:15 to 5:30. Now, at this point, I'm looking for price to retrace into this zone, give me some type of entry, and then push up into these wicks / voids to be filled with supply at the top. Now, with that being said, let's watch price play out here. This is, okay, cool. This is 5:45 to what? To 6 a.m. At this point, all I'm looking for is the nice rejection candlestick to push me up into these zones of supply. This is 5:45 to 6. So I have a 30-minute candlestick closure. Now, this is understanding the anatomy of the market here. This is my 30-minute time frame. Check out how all of these, 99% of them, have bottom wicks. This is just where price is closed within that 30-minute time frame. So I'm fully expecting price to come down momentarily and create this bottom wick here. Come to the H1 time frame. Same thing. Look at all of these bottom wicks that these carry. So I'm fully expecting price to create its bottom wick before proceeding to push to the upside. So I was on the M5 time frame. Well, at this point, I need a 15-minute rejection candlestick anyways. So I could watch this play out on M15. Boom. I like the way this looks here. 6 to 6:15. Beautiful. Same thing again, though. I am going to understand that price is going to create its bottom wick, right? Even though this is a beautiful entry right here. Me being so experienced in this game, I'm going to wait for the most precise entry because I understand that price, 99% chance, is going to create a bottom wick here. And this is 6 to 6:15. So I come to the M5 time frame. I'm expecting momentarily for price to create bearish candlesticks before proceeding to push up. As price creates this wick, I'll wait for it to push up and then I'll enter to take me to this target of the day. So check this out. It still hasn't created its bottom wick, right? Boom. Okay. Okay, cool. At this point, just give me some type of bullish volume off of this to take me to this target of the day. This is 625 to 630. So I could check this M15 time frame. M15 looks beautiful again. This is 615 to 630. Cool. Everything's looking good. See how that bottom wick was created? I'm gonna wait for this bottom wick to be created as well. Right? So I'm back scaled in on the M5 time frame. Wait for that momentarily price to push. That's what price did. And price proceeds to push up same time. Boom. No type of entry that I had here. No type of entry to go ahead and capitalize on this. And as you can see, prices proceeds to push up and smash that target of the day to the upside. This is 625 to 630 here. Boom. 615. Damn. 615 to 630. Yeah. Nothing I could do about that, man. Nothing I could do about that. Even if I had entered here. Boom. 615 to 630. 615 to 630. Okay, cool. I'm expecting this bottom wick to be created. I come M5 time frame, maybe even M3 time frame to see this. I need price to create a bottom wick. Damn. Price creates the bottom wick and simultaneously pushes. I'm wondering if I could have, understanding that price was going to create that bottom wick, I'm wondering if I should have capitalized here with stop loss. Because I already have this. Stop loss respecting this here. Target being there. This is 615 to 630. Respecting this zone of supply as well. Damn. All right. You know what I mean? I'll take this lesson here. You guys see me break this down live though, and how I was looking for the most precise entry I could possibly get. And maybe that led to me leaving 1.8% on the table this morning, but that's okay. That's why I'm here right now. That's literally why I'm here right now, sharpening my knives. I understood where price was gonna go to the downside, and I understood price was gonna push to the upside. I was looking for the most precise entry possible, and maybe that cost me 1.8% this morning. But I wanna show you guys how I switched that play here. So MGC bounce play set up on the table, clear wick to fill, had no equal lows, pushing off M30 demand, and I just needed an A+ setup. And maybe that cost me a little bit, but that's okay. Plus 1.8% left on the table today. This is GC, how I called the target of the day to the downside and then switched to call the target of the day to the upside.